What's up, guys? Matt with Alabama Fishing. I said I was going to make a video about creeks, pollution, what all you can have in a creek, the pros and the cons. So, pretty much what I've researched, if a creek is in a town, some of the water, when it's heavy rains and stuff, can pollute the oils off the streets and things of that nature. Also, there's runoffs for the city's septic. So what that entitles is, just if it's heavy rains, you kind of want to avoid the creeks and things of that nature because it can overflow the septic and stuff like that. So with heavy rains, the water in these creeks get real muddy, and like in the cities, the overflow from the septic can go into the creeks. That being said, you want to try to avoid, if it's near a city or something, heavy rained in creeks and things of that nature, because of the chance of that waste getting dumped into the creek. But when it's a normal day, you can usually wait 24 to 48 hours after the rain and stuff, and everything goes back to cleaner water. But every creek, stream has some kind of waste pollution into it. That's kind of that's not mainly what they're for, but that is a source for the cities and stuff like that to use. Most of the septic on a normal day basis is not coming into the creeks. It's just the water that's getting filtered into the streams and stuff. So, that being said, kind of the cons of it, the pros are great fishing for the most part. You're going to have your days where it's not going to be so great, but a good majority of the time you're going to have a good day fishing. 90% of the time when I go creek fishing, I catch something. It's not all sunshine and rainbows with the catching every day and catching consistently. Some creeks are tough, but for, like I say, 90% of the time, you're going to have a good time in a creek catching something. And a few sources you can check out are maps. That's mainly where I go to, a map. On some of the maps and things and the apps of the maps, you can find landowners and things like that. But you want to try to access these at access points and or land that's owned by the state or this public. By chance, if you've seen somebody that owned a piece of land going into the creek, maybe ask, hey, can I use your property to get into the creek? If they approve it, you're good to go. If not, I would just go on, look in these maps, try to find different areas and stuff that you think you might have a good chance catching fish or something, and go from there. Do the same thing if it's on someone's property or you're passing through someone's property. Never hurts to ask, but when they say no, leave it at that and go on. There's also fishing apps that can, people post on them all the time, catches and stuff like that, and you can kind of see, pinpoint where people caught fish and stuff like that, and see where they've accessed it at. Some of them have like access points and stuff where you can actually get into the water, fish the area, things like that. But you also have to look into some areas in some states and some places, they're restricted for you to walk through that creek. And if you're restricted to walk through the creek, do not go there. You will get a hefty fine, jail time, stuff like that. So just avoid the areas that are marked, marked not to go. But yeah, but Fishbrain helps out pretty good bit. You can also join your Facebook groups. Me and a buddy of mine have found a few places from Facebook groups talking about fishing areas and stuff like that. And just really and truly, if you want to be adventurous about it, get on maps. Like I say, look at the zones and land property lines and stuff like that, and adventure that way. Just do your due diligence and make sure you're not on anybody's property or in the restricted area, because you will get in some trouble. But if you want a more in-depth records and things of your streams and creeks, and if you're feeling like you need to know if these streams and creeks are polluted badly, water quality and stuff like that, always look it up online and go with a trusted source online. It varies in different areas of the country, but they'll show you little, like, where the water's been tested and things like that. And in some areas, the waters haven't been tested, so you go at your own discretion on some of them trips like that. But if it's good fishing and you see on these maps where people have fished, I mean, it should be okay. I'm not the law of, or the person that's gonna say, hey, I'm proving it. I don't know 100%. Just do a little research. Even like look on Google and research it, and it should be able to tell you if the streams and all that good stuff are tested. If not, just like I say, do your best judgment on that. But luckily, knock on wood, luckily I've had good luck in these creeks and no problems with getting sick or getting anything from these creeks. I would avoid trying to swim in them if you don't know much about them and don't know the pollution and stuff like that. Wouldn't try swimming in them. They make waders for creeks if you're feeling too unsure about stuff, and the waders, they cover you all the way up to your chest, so you don't have to worry about anything getting into cuts or anything like that. That's one option. You can go with the waders, and it will keep you peace of mind if you're worried about the pollution or anything like that in the creeks. Definitely wouldn't keep the fish to try to eat them unless you know 100% certain that the water is good for keeping the fish and harvesting them. But anyways, guys, that's about all I got for this. Got two clips at the end here of today me fishing. Wasn't the best day, but hey, I landed some, and that's all that matters to me. Y'all go fishing. Oh, got one already, guys. Nice one. Let's get a release on it real quick. Nice one. There he goes. Got one already. Oh, there we go. What have we got? Oh, beautiful, beautiful fish. Let's just stay on there. There we go. Oh my goodness. Now, why would you avoid creeks? Beautiful, beautiful fish. Colors are beautiful. Let's let him go in a different direction.